Hello everybody and welcome back to A Stick and Three Pedals. In today's video we have this beautiful Alpina B3 Touring Allrad. Before we continue, I'd like to thank the owner for taking time to let me make this video, so be sure to follow the owner. So Alpina is a manufacturer that takes BMWs and makes them into high-performance machines, just like BMW M does, however with a very different philosophy and way of doing it. Alpina is more elegant and understated, and is equally comfort-oriented as well as performance, whereas BMW M is more performance and track-orientated. However, don't think that this is just some luxury barge that can't go on track, since this owner actually took it around the Nürburgring. The car we have here today is a 2016 Alpina B3 Touring Allrad. Allrad standing for all-wheel drive, since you can also get it with rear-wheel drive. So what Alpina does is they take a 335i wagon and do their magic touches to it. They also offer a sedan and even a diesel version, the D3. This car is finished in mineral grey with the correct Alpina classic wheels, since now they changed it somewhat and I definitely prefer these over the new ones. This example also has the traditional Alpina pinstripes along the side, which is an option I would definitely have. Alpina is also known for their Alpina blue and Alpina green color. I would definitely go for a Alpina green or maybe even Aventurin red, which is a BMW individual color. And in fact, I know someone that has the only Alpina 3 series in that color, and I was lucky enough to see it in person, and I must say that color really is something special. In fact, now Alpina offers it, and I would go as far as to say that it deserves to be alongside with Alpina blue and Alpina green as an Alpina color. Anyways, I digress. So the wheels are the traditional classic design. They are 20-inch all around, and they are wrapped in Pilot Super Sports. At the front, the brakes are 370mm with 4-piston calipers, and at the rear they are 345mm with 2-piston calipers. At the rear of the car, there are 4 big exhaust tips, which besides the badges is the only thing that reveals that this car maybe has something special under the hood. The exhaust is made by Akrapovic, and it even says so on the tips. It says Akrapovic on one and Alpina on the other. Moving to underneath the hood, this has also the well-known 3-liter straight-six N55 engine. However, Alpina has done their magic to it a little bit. So they take the regular turbo, since normally it is a single turbo engine. They then put 2 smaller turbos. They also changed the intercooler by fitting a bigger one, a different fuel pump, a different crankshaft, and a different ECU. All of this means that the car puts out 410 metric horsepower and 600 Newton meters. For the regular B3, as of 2017, Alpina also offered a B3S with 440 horsepower and 660 Newton meters of torque. A regular 335i produces just over 300 horsepower, and a M3 produces similar power but a lot less torque, which is a great way of actually describing what Alpina is about. They're more about usable power, since you have the torque down low. It also goes the same with the transmission. This has a 8-speed torque converter transmission from ZF, whereas a M3 has a dual clutch. All these minor changes is what really makes this whole package different, even though they still have the same goal of making a super saloon, or super wagon in this case. Moving to the interior of the vehicle, this is another speciality of Alpina, where they just get the interior correct. They insert this very nice dark leather. In this case it is merino leather. You can also upgrade to Lavellina, however that's upwards of 10,000 euros. This vehicle has pretty much every option you can get. So it has the upgraded Harman Kardon sound system, it has the bigger navigation, it also has the display here in the air vent where you can see your boost, your temperatures, your G's, and your performance figures. Another traditional touch by Alpina are the blue dials, as well as the 2-tone stitching with green at the bottom and blue at the top of the steering wheel. Now, one thing which Alpina does, which I'm not a big fan of, and the owner agrees as well, are the shifters. Normally there are buttons beyond the steering wheel. However, the owner has changed them to these regular paddle shifters, which are much better. And while I was writing my script for today, I remembered that I have even books from Alpina from about 10 years ago, or when this car debuted, which was really handy to get some more information. Here is a picture of the optional Lavallina leather. However, like I said, they cost upwards of 10,000 euros. And here you have a dyno chart of the engine's performance. You have a lot of torque down low, as well as a smooth power curve all the way up until the red line. The green line being this generation B3, and the black line being the E90 B3 generation. Here's a better view of the blue Alpina dials, as well as the blue stitching at the top of the steering wheel and green stitching at the bottom. And the much better paddle shifters instead of the buttons which Alpina normally gives. With every Alpina you also get a plaque with the specific number. This is number 368. This car also comes with the optional performance display in the air vent. You can control it by using the cruise control buttons on the steering wheel. So here you have the G-forces, different temperatures, 0 to 100, 200 and quarter mile time, along with VMAX. The owner has taken this one up to 264. G-forces, boost tops out around 1.3 bar, and then just the Alpina logo. Now the top speed is just over 300 kilometers per hour, which makes it one of the fastest wagons or sedans in the world. Now let's take this out for a spin.